New at 6, a judge has awarded nearly $32 million to the parents of a premature baby who died at Yale New Haven Hospital back in 2018. The court ruled the hospital failed to get permission from the parents of Aries Rain Peterson before giving the baby cow-based formula, which contributed to his death less than 3 months after his birth. The judgment covers medical expenses as well as pain and suffering from the loss of their baby.